So before the affirmations start, I just wanted to quickly say that the reason for these affirmations being in the present moment is because it's the quickest and easiest way to manifest something. When you're in the state of already having what it is you desire, that's when the magic happens. So when you state these affirmations, make sure to have someone in mind already. If you don't have someone in mind, then quickly write down all the things you want in a person. And when you state these affirmations, act as if you're in a relationship with a person that has those qualities. These affirmations can also be used if you're already in a relationship. It will help ignite the relationship with more passion too. So without further ado, let's begin. Isn't it wonderful that I am in a loving relationship? Isn't it wonderful that I am married to a wonderful person? Isn't it wonderful that I have married the love of my life? Isn't it wonderful that I am happily married to someone who makes me laugh? Isn't it wonderful that I wake up every day next to the love of my life? Isn't it wonderful that I married a loyal, loving, and caring person? Isn't it wonderful that I get along with my significant other so well? Isn't it wonderful that I love being in a marriage? Isn't it wonderful that my partner understands me so well? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is full of unconditional love, passion, and honesty? Isn't it wonderful that I married someone who has similar interests as me? Isn't it wonderful that I am grateful for the healthy relationship that I am in? Isn't it wonderful that my partner and I had such a beautiful and fun wedding? Isn't it wonderful that I experienced the wedding of my dreams with my partner? Isn't it wonderful that my partner and I live in such a wonderful home together? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is filled with positive lessons and growth? Isn't it wonderful that I am happy and excited to see my partner every day? Isn't it wonderful that I am happy and excited to hear my partner's voice every day? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is nothing but positive memories? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is full of positive and amazing surprises? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is successful in all areas? Isn't it wonderful that I appreciate everything that my spouse does for me and vice versa? Isn't it wonderful that my spouse and I support each other? Isn't it wonderful that my spouse and I laugh together every day? Isn't it wonderful that my spouse is my best friend? Isn't it wonderful that my spouse and I have strong communication? Isn't it wonderful that my spouse and I enjoy flirting with each other? Isn't it wonderful that my spouse and I support each other in every aspect? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is free from anger, negativity, and hurt? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is full of abundance? Isn't it wonderful that I love my spouse and my spouse loves me? Isn't it wonderful that my spouse and I are loyal to one another? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is full of forgiveness? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage grows stronger and stronger? Isn't it wonderful that my spouse and I are attracted to each other's mind, body, and soul? Isn't it wonderful that we feel safe in our marriage? Isn't it wonderful that we embrace each other's differences? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage stays interesting and exciting? Isn't it wonderful that my marriage is full of romance? Isn't it wonderful that I fell in love with my amazing spouse?